Chef Chyna Love, and I want to thank We Talkin TV for having me today. If you want to find Bad Gal Vegan online, you can find us at badgalvegan.com to try our signature voxtail dinners, and we're also on Instagram at Bad Gal Vegan as well.
Sitting down with We Talkin TV. I have the pleasure today of sitting down with Chef Chyna of Bad Gal Vegan. Make sure you say it properly. It's Gyal. Okay? Thank you so much for sitting down with We Talkin TV. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Now, I could just go into this beautiful plate that's sitting in front of me, but I'm going to let them drool at the camera for a little while. Okay? Chef Chyna. Are you a formally trained chef?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
So self-taught.
Self-taught. Haven't even been really cooking all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Been around a lot of chefs. Been around the restaurant business. Love food.
Mm-hmm.
And that just crossed over into me. Coupled with my entrepreneurship. Turned into this amazing thing.
So where does your passion for food come from?
My passion for eating. I'm a foodie. I always have been. Since a young girl, I always loved to eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if we didn't have this food sitting in front of us right now, what is your favorite food?
I mean, I am Jamaican, and
Okay.
I do love a home-cooked Jamaican plate of food.
Mm-hmm.
I am now plant-based, but my favorite foods were like curry goat, and which I have a vegan version of now, called curry no goat.
Okay.
So the curry no goat would be something I would want to eat right now.
And that's not what we have in front of us?
No, this is the signature, world-famous voxtail.
What makes this signature world famous?
Because it is the dish that made Bad Gal Vegan take off. This was the only dish I had at the beginning of the business.
Mm-hmm.
I just started this company in January of this year, making plates in my kitchen at home.
Wow.
Yep, and I took to Instagram
Mm-hmm.
as my platform, and I was able to grow organically over 15,000 followers in 6 months.
Nice. Do you think that it's the push for people to live a more plant-based lifestyle that is why you were able to thrive in less than a year?
Yes, definitely. Nobody has done it, and if they have done it, they haven't done it good enough. The voxtail is my original creation. You can't get it anywhere in the world but from Bad Gal Vegan. Nowhere.
Does that scare you?
It does scare me. It gives me a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people all over the world that wants it, and I can't get it to them. So then you have people who try to come and imitate it, but so far, this is it.
How would you persuade someone that is not plant-based? And we're going to get into plant-based as opposed to vegan, as opposed to vegetarian. There's a lot of classifications. I'm sure me and you can sit down and just break down briefly for our viewers. But my main question was, how do you persuade someone that is not plant-based to want to enjoy the food?
Okay, well, I would share with them the experience that I had a few years ago. The New Year's of 2016, I did a 30-day plant-based fast, and it absolutely changed my life. My mental clarity, my mental consciousness, just everything. My senses were enhanced after just 2 or 3 days of not eating meat. After the first 2 weeks, I said, this is like life-changing. I could smell things better, think better. I was just more in tune with my environment. Everything was just different. It was enhanced because when you stop eating meat, your body is able to focus on doing other things other than digesting. If you're not constantly breaking down meat and animal products, your body could actually focus on thriving as opposed to just surviving.
Now, let's start from the opposite scale, okay? Non-plant-based, right? The average person that eats food, I'm going to say it like that because that's what the viewers want me to say, right? But do a breakdown of the different forms of taking in food from me. You said vegan, but you also said plant-based. Is there a difference?
Absolutely.
What would be the main difference?
Well,
that would insult somebody that is vegan and is plant-based that I need to be mindful of, or the viewers need to be mindful of?
Well, I mean, they're used interchangeably.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that vegan is a more generalized, common term that people are familiar with now because it's more trendy. But plant-based is more of a nutritional approach to eating.
Okay.
So vegan, they both mean that you exempt animal products. But vegan, you can have, French fries are vegan. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthy for you. Just being a vegan doesn't mean that you're eating healthy, doesn't mean that you're eating nutritionally, doesn't mean that you're nourishing your body. Somebody that is plant-based is not eating a bunch of bread, French fries, vegan junk food, which is on the market right now. So somebody that's plant-based is eating ground foods, plant foods, nutrients, sea moss, sour sap fruits, things like that. Things that are actually going to nourish your body.
Is it an expensive lifestyle?
It doesn't have to be, especially with places like Trader Joe's or the farmer's market.
I do like a Trader Joe's. Yes, I do like a Trader Joe's. Yeah. I think that they are cheaper than a Whole Foods.
Yeah, definitely. Or the farmer's market. In our communities, a lot of the farmer's markets even take SNAP, EBT. So you can take your, food stamps right to the farmer's market.
That's right.
Yeah, and make a plate of cabbage with beans and vegetables and just a plate of life, as opposed to just the vegan mock meats and the vegan junk food. So that's the difference.
Now, I was going to go a different way, but let's talk about vegan mock meats. What would you consider vegan mock meats?
Something that is imitating a real meat, and whether it's the taste, the shape, the texture. Yes.
And what would those consistencies be made of exactly? Is there a difference between them being made plant-based, period, and from other things?
Definitely. You have your more natural mock meats, like my voxtail, which has 10 vegetables, organic vegetables in it, and it is soy-free, not processed at all. I make this by scratch.
You're making this?
Yes, I'm making this. This is a family business. Me and my mom, my sisters, we make this by hand. It took me 4 years to perfect this recipe. 4 years. And there's no processing to it. It's all natural ingredients.
Is it hard?
It's not really hard. It's not really hard. I mean, it did take a lot of trial and error. Like you mentioned, there's different mock meats. There's soy-based. There's wheat gluten-based. And this is neither. This is neither soy or made with wheat gluten. So,
which one do you think is more popular?
They're both very popular, but I also know that a lot of people exempt both. There's a lot of people who are soy-free and there's a lot of people who are gluten-free. So that's why this is so bomb.
Why would somebody that wants to live a vegan lifestyle be soy-free?
Well, soy is not necessarily the most healthiest crop in this country because it's highly manipulated and highly genetically modified. So the things that they do in the process of making it for mass consumption, it can mess with people's hormones. So it can create hormonal imbalances in people, especially people of our color.
So living a plant-based life should be something that people thrive to do, but you have to be very mindful because it's trending.
Yes, because it's trending, and it's all about $1 for the most big companies now that are jumping on board. It's all about making money, supplying the demand of people who just want to try, the vegan lifestyle.
So if I was in a supermarket, right, I'm gonna go off the scale of restaurant right quick, right? If I was in a supermarket and I needed to look out for something to make sure that I'm living the best plant-based lifestyle that I can possibly, what would be some red flags, maybe ingredient-wise? Because, they're going to market it to me the way I need it to be marketed so that I purchase it. What are some red flags do you think that you can point out?
Some red flags, honestly, and like I said, soy does get a bad rap
Mhm.
because it is highly processed and genetically modified in this country. If it doesn't say non-GMO soy, I would stay away from it. I would. Yes, I would stay away from it. And if you have gluten intolerances, I would look out for wheat gluten, which seitan, wheat gluten used interchangeably.
Mhm.
I would look out for those things. I would look out for a lot of chemicals. A lot of vegan dishes have chemicals if they're not really health driven. A lot of the high sugar vegan products, you know, high sugar is never good for you. A lot of soy is never good for you. So those things I would look out for.
Yeah, besides, we're going to get into your dishes now, right? Because for you to be a thriving and have all of these followers on Instagram, there has to be something visually for me to see, right? Now, we've talked about the Voxtails, world famous signature dish of Bad Gal Vegan.
Yes.
What other dishes do you have to offer people?
We have, okay, so our cuisine is a Caribbean fusion.
Okay.
So, of course, I have the Jamaican staples. I have the voxtail. I have curry no goat, like I mentioned. I have brown stew chicken.
Brown stew chicken?
Yes.
All right.
I have mackerel rundown, which is a very popular dish in Jamaica. It's made with mackerel, which is fish, and coconut milk and vegetables, but I do it with eggplant. I do it with eggplant, which kind of resembles how the mackerel looks. We have festival.
Okay.
We have scrimp.
Wait, say that again?
Scrimp.
Okay, so how you spell this?
Skrimp. Scrimp. You know, scrimp, like how we say it, scrimp.
So now, so this is for my seafood lovers,
Yes.
right? How does it look?
It looks just like shrimp.
Really?
The texture is unbelievably realistic. The flavor is on point. One of our other best sellers, in addition to the foxtail, it's amazing. My kids love it.
Really?
It's soy free, gluten free.
Now, is this do you make the scrimp
Yes,
from
I do.
from hand as well? What?
Yes.
Now, can I get this fried? Or
Yes,
is
you can get it fried. You can get it sauteed. We jerk it. We curry it. Oh yes, we have curry shrimp. Curry scrimp, excuse me.
Yes.
We have crab cakes. Of course, there's no crab. We have fried calamari that we make, plant-based.
Fried calamari.
Yes.
With the texture, I'm going to get...
Yes, it's delicious and the flavors are all there.
That's amazing.
Yes, not more amazing than this. The Boxtel is the... No, I'm just joking.
Now, I see the Boxtel, but I also see, am I mistaken? Is there butter beans here?
Of course there's butter beans.
Okay, all right.
That's
So
how it's
truly
really made.
authentic.
Yes, authentic. Down to the gravy. You see the skin, you know. I created a masterpiece.
I see. Now, if I still wanted to support your business, but I wasn't enthused by, which I don't see how I would be, but I buy the Jamaican infused dishes, do you have other options?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm a foodie. I love all kinds of foods. Italian, Asian, Mexican. I love it all. So we do have very popular dishes like our Aki Spring Rolls, which is heavily influenced by my love of Thai food. So we take the Aki, which is native to Jamaica. Like you can pick it off the tree in Jamaica. But here we get it, we cook it up, we roll it in our vegan spring roll wrappers from scratch in our kitchen, and we stuff it with a nice amount of Aki, and we deep fry it. It's delicious. So that's Asian influence, and it's, people love it. We also have voxtail lasagna. So we take this voxtail, and I love lasagna. I love Italian food.
I love lasagna too.
So we put that in there with the vegan ricotta that we make from scratch as well.
You making cheeses?
Yes, we make cheeses. We make ricottas. Our vegan chickpea lasagna noodles. So that's Italian influence. What else? We have our Boxtel Burrito, which is Mexican influenced. And it's dope. We take a spinach wrap and we put the Boxtel, we put the rice, we put some salad in there, and we roll it up. And
all right, so now you don't went everywhere else but America now. What you gonna give the Americans?
we actually The second really most popular dish other than the voxtail is our Yankee jerk burger. We have a
Yankee
burger.
jerk burger.
Yes, we have a burger and fries dish. And it's a soy-free, gluten-free, plant-based patty on a bun with lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, and our secret Gyal vegan sauce.
So now, what makes it a jerk burger?
Because we season the actual patty with jerk. Yes, with spicy jerk seasoning. Yep, we put it inside of it, and we also cover it in it, fry it in it, and then our sauce, vegan-based, creamy, spicy, like the Big Mac. This is our Gyal sauce. Yep.
So now, can I get this? Because I'm a sauce person, right? I like sauce. I like my food with sauce, not sauce with my food, right? Can I get the sauce with another dish? Like if I wanted a side of it?
They order sides of this all day long. I'm about to start bottling it and
selling it. I was going to ask you.
It's delicious.
Would
can put it on anything.
Offer it as
we
something
sell it
for purchase? Really?
We sell it. You can dip your fries in it. It's really good. Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
They get in their feelings if they don't get no. I have customers that specifically always ask for a side of BGV sauce.
Okay. Now, we've talked about your followers. We've talked about the growth of your business. Where am I able to get the food? And what is the process?
Okay, it's very simple. We are doing we're opening a brand new restaurant very soon. We're not announcing the grand opening. Okay. But if you've been with me for a while, you know I came from selling my food in my kitchen out of my apartment to opening our first restaurant that we had open for a few months. That space wasn't good for us, so we've been closed for about a month now. So in between, we've done pop-ups, and we have a full-service catering department. Okay. So we cater parties, small, large, corporate parties. You can just call us, go through our website, contact us for catering, but we will be opening a brand new restaurant very soon. Nice. So, yep, and we do our pop-up weekly menus every Friday. Okay. Yes.
And then you can just come and pick that up.
Yep, you can come pick it up, and we deliver within a specific area, like mostly just Brooklyn. We're not going outside of Brooklyn right
now. Now, would you ever think about doing a food truck?
We have thought about doing a food truck, and we will eventually. But New York City is rough when it comes to food trucks. Okay. The line for the permits are like 10 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's a long time. Yes. By then you'll already be structured.
They're selling food truck license on the black market. Yeah, I know somebody who knows somebody, get in there, but no.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Now, if you were doing anything else besides being Chef Chyna, what other passions do you have?
Fitness. I'm an entrepreneur to the heart. I love building businesses, building brands. I would definitely be owning a business, being a mom, and being a boss mom.
I know that's right.
Fitness, though, I would be doing something in helping people get fit. I had a dance workout company before, so I love to dance. I love working out, but cooking is an extreme passion. So I'm happy to have the opportunity to do what I'm doing.
Do you think that having a love for fitness is what helps you drive your menu a little bit?
It does. It drives the whole motivation for me to do vegan food, plant-based food, because I know how different your body reacts when you eliminate animal products for a good amount of time. It's just life-changing.
Now, I have to ask, are your children 100% vegan as well?
No, they're not.
No.
No. Because unfortunately, I wasn't introduced to this lifestyle when they were first born into this world. So, it's kind of hard with children to wean them off of the chicken.
But do they eat?
They love vegan food.
Okay.
They love vegan food. And my older daughter, she doesn't really eat chicken anymore. She's into the seafood.
So she's a
pescatarian.
Okay.
My older daughter's a pescatarian. And she kind of follows she's more like following what I do. You always have that one kid that's just like, if mommy does it, I'm going to do it. So she's trying.
Okay. She may influence the business.
I tell her the
story
story about the chickens. Like, I tell her, like, there's not enough chickens in the whole world to feed everybody, so they're like cloning chickens. Like, I tell them all the horror stories about how they treat animals.
It's right.
So it resonates with her because she's older, so she can understand. The younger one, not so much. She's just like chicken wings.
Okay. So you have two?
I have two children.
Two children. Okay.
Yep.
Would you want them both to be a part of the business?
Definitely, but they don't necessarily have to be vegan to be a part of this business. They can. I think that everybody should periodically, like you detox and you cleanse, you should do plant-based or vegan, even if it's not all the time. There's a process of transitioning and changing your life, so that you can make a genuine change. Not a trend change, not a change because somebody else is doing it, but genuinely motivated by how you feel when you're eating like this.
If I couldn't make it to your restaurant once a day or once a week, right, or to order per se, and you wanted to give someone advice on how to start a plant-based lifestyle, what advice would you give them?
The easiest way to jumpstart a plant-based lifestyle, how I did it, was to juice. I did a juice and smoothie cleanse for 5 days. That was my first introduction to eliminating the meat out my body. So I started drinking semas, drinking smoothies, and fresh juices for 5 days. That's like the best jump start. And then from there, I went into just raw salads and beans, and it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And then you get creative, but you have to start from that approach first, and then go into being creative with the dishes and
If you had to eliminate one spice out your kitchen, you couldn't use it, what would it be? You gotta get rid of one. Just one. And then I'm gonna switch it up.
I think paprika. Paprika is so overrated. Paprika, I don't think it has a taste.
It does.
I think it gives a color.
Yeah,
it gives color. I don't know what's paprika, but if I had to give it to something, I'd give it to that. I can't give it to my garlic, my onion, my black pepper, none of that.
Okay, and one thing you couldn't live without?
As far as spice?
As far as spice.
Pepper.
Like black pepper?
No, Scotch bonnet pepper. Pepper and garlic.
Okay.
And then onion. Those are my holy trinity right there.
Do you have a specific onion that you like?
I love red onions.
Red onions.
Yeah.
Do they show up a lot in your dishes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I cook with them a lot. I cook with garlic a lot. A lot.
Sometimes people only use red onions for like the beauty of them.
Right. No, I like that as a subtle flavor.
Okay.
So you can put a lot of it in a dish and it won't be overpowering.
Gotcha. You gotta pull little things out, just in case. You might be giving some good cooking tips out to people you don't even know.
I don't mind.
We still want them to come and patronize the business, so we want to give them something as well.
Yes.
So what's the projection for the new year is coming in, 2020.
Yes.
So what is the projection for Gyal Vegan?
Well, we're doing our grand opening in a few weeks. Our people have been waiting. They've been hungry. They've been calling, like, what's up with the restaurant? So the grand opening is coming. We have a holiday cookbook coming out.
Very nice.
And we'll be touring to different cities to show love to all of our followers all over the country.
Nice. That's so dope and so awesome.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you, too. I'm definitely going to be in tune with what's going on. Do you have a new dish that you may be premiering?
Well, I mentioned to you about the brown stew chicken. We've never had that at the restaurant. We've never had it at all at any of our festivals or pop-ups. So we're going to be premiering that as well as the curry scrimp.
Okay.
We had the curry scrimp at the Labor Day parade, but we've never had it in the restaurant.
How was that experience for you?
Labor Day?
Yes.
It was dope. It was really nice because that's not a vegan community per se. That's not a vegan event. So it was like, I was kind of shocked to see everybody come out and support us. And just people that were just randomly there coming to the table and buying food.
It brings me to ask you, have you done any of the other vegan, there's a lot of other vegan festivals that have happened recently too. Have you done any of those?
We killed all of them. We killed the Black Veg Fest. We killed
Nice.
Vegan Dale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where were they located?
Black Veg Fest was in Brooklyn.
Okay.
At Weeksville. That was amazing. Can't wait till next year. Vegan Dale was out in Roosevelt Island.
Okay.
Dope. Lines. Like consistent lines. Like baddies. They came out. They come out and they support and they show love. And it's just been crazy. It's been amazing.
That's so awesome. How do you prepare for a festival?
Prepared to not sleep for 2 days. There's no sleep for like 2 days. A lot of excitement, a lot of cooking, prepping, and preparing myself spiritually, mentally. You know, something always goes wrong, but it always works out. My family is always there in the clutch to help me.
So now you mentioned that it's you, your mom, and your sister.
Well, Backyard Vegan is my business.
Uh-huh.
I'm the only owner of it.
Yes.
But my family supports me. One of my favorite cousins in the whole wide world, Tamika, she was managing the restaurant. She's been helping me as well since the restaurant closed. My mom, my sisters, they help make the voxtails and the curry no-go. So they're very supportive.
Okay, so because that was my point. If you're dealing with such a high demand, do you have like a sous chef? Do you have someone under you that you're training
Not
to
yet.
be able to deal with
I'm
the
looking
traffic?
for it. No,
Okay.
I'm looking for a sous chef. I'm looking for somebody to train that is serious. That's why the voxtail sells out a lot. Like we try to meet the demand, but we don't always do. But with this new restaurant opening, we will have a plethora of voxtail.
Nice. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for your grand opening.
Thank you.
I appreciate you bringing something for me to taste.
Of
I'm
course.
not gonna do it on camera because you know
Why not?
because I don't want to do it.
You want me to feed you?
What?
I want me to feed you.
All right, let's see. I need to, let me get myself. Let's
Get you a
Let
napkin.
me get a napkin, right?
Let's take a video.
And I get to try this. Okay, I'm excited. This is my first time.
Are you excited?
I am excited. I get to taste the signature boxtails from Gyal Vegan.
Yes, you do.
And is there anything special about the rice, or is it just
No, due to time constraints, this is just a basic basmati rice.
Okay. I like
We-
basmati rice and jasmine rice.
Yes.
It's very good.
It's really good.
Yes,
It's
good
not your,
essence.
yes, it's not
Okay.
your regular white rice.
And if I was gonna plate this with something, what side would I normally
Okay.
get with it?
So we usually do it with rice and peas,
Okay.
cabbage and plantain.
Ah. Okay.
Yes.
Makes
But
sense.
due to time constraints today,
All right,
we
I'm
get
still gonna enjoy. So let's do.
Yes, you ready?
I'm so ready.
Yes, it's a little bit room temperature.
Okay, that's all right. Cause off the camera, I'ma heat it up.
Can you see that? That's
Yes.
all that plant based right there. That's green.
And it like really looks like.
It's green. Come on, let me feed you. Open up wide.
It's really like chewy. Like
Yeah.
I'm able to break it down.
I'll give you one more piece.
The flavor is delicious.
Thank you. Can you see her eating?
Wow, that's really good.
Wait, this is one more piece for you. This piece has a little bit of fatty quality to it. Come on, chew and swallow.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm sorry if I'm overfeeding you.
Okay. Yes, there is a lot of different textures in this. A lot of different textures.
Right? It's the fatty skin texture. It's the meaty.
Absolutely.
Some of it is soft. Some of it is more chewy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a voxtail. I mean, it's not flesh.
Without the bone. You
Right,
know what I'm
without the
saying?
bone. Without the flesh of an animal.
Yes. Without the mess. I can just. You know what? Why this is fun too. A lot of people want to enjoy dishes like this, and they don't want to have to like the hot wing. That's why the boneless hot wing is so popular, because people don't want to. Some people don't like to work for their food.
Right.
So in this instance, that's a very great selling point, that I'm just able to enjoy this without the mess and the cleanup of having to break away at. The flavors are really great. Like,
Thank you.
that's.
I don't play.
And straight through, like, it wasn't even like, you know, sometimes you season something and like you get the flavor, and then the flavor's gone, and then you just have the texture of what you're eating, and then
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
Your experience
Yes.
left when you swallowed, right? I still have all of that.
It's on your tongue still?
Yeah.
It's lingering?
Yes.
That's
definitely.
the love.
Definitely.
The love that lingers on your
That's very dope. I'm very excited to heat this up. And so, Miss Chef Chyna, thank you so much for sitting down with me talking TV.